Greetings everyone, the Twin Gremlins and the Miter can be farmed in Warframe via the Captain Vor and Lieutenant Krill fight on Ceres. The Twin Gremlins require only one component to build, and that is its blueprint. The blueprint has a 16.67% chance to drop from the boss fight's completion, and do keep in mind that the blueprint will only appear within the mission results screen once you have completed the mission. As for the Miter, it requires its blueprint and 4 components to build. The blueprint and the 4 components, that being the barrel, blade, handle, and chassis, all share a 16.67% drop chance and will appear as a mission reward. As mentioned beforehand, the Captain Vor and Lieutenant Krill fight can be found at Ceres on the Exter node. This fight offers no new abilities or functions to the bosses outside of the two fighting the player at the same time in close proximity. As usual, I will cover each boss's abilities, but due to each boss already being encountered earlier in the star chart, it will be a simplified process. For Captain Vor, he will cast an immunity shield twice as he depletes his health, while also teleporting more Grineer troops into the arena. He has a minefield that will damage nearby players with electricity damage, a short-range teleport, and the Yanis key laser that will push players backwards whilst dealing damage. As for Krill, he will be invincible outside of a small generator weak point on his back. Shooting this weak point will then unplug one of his plugs on his armor, coating him in ice. While it is not necessary, you can attack during this ice-coated stage to speed up the phase, to then progress further into the fight. The aforementioned process will repeat 4 times, with a pipe bursting after 2 unplugs. Now when the final pipe has burst, you will enter the official damage phase, indicated by the heat-induced rage and melee attacks. Lastly, before moving to the stats of these weapons, it should be noted that the Twin Gremlins has a mastery rank restriction of 5, and when you have the blueprint, you can craft the weapon for 25,000 credits, 5 neurodes, 900 circuits, 1,500 salvage, and 1,200 libido. From there, the weapon will take 24 hours to build, while the Miter has a mastery rank restriction of 6, will require 15,000 credits, the blueprint, and the 4 components to build. Now as for those stats, the Twin Gremlin is a secondary weapon with an accuracy of 16.7, a critical chance of 15%, critical damage multiplier of 1.5, fire rate of 5, magazine size of 30, and it is an alarming weapon. Takes 1.1 second to reload, has a status chance of 15%, whilst dealing 12.33 impact, 12.33 puncture, and 12.33 slash for a damage value of 36.99. As for the Miter, it has a single Naramon polarity and a Madurai Exilus polarity. It's a primary projectile rifle with 2 modes of fire, charged and uncharged. The Miter has an accuracy of 100, takes sniper ammo, magazine size of 20, it's an alarming weapon and takes 2 seconds to reload. The uncharged mode is semi-automatic and has a critical chance of 5%, critical damage multiplier of 2, fire rate of 2.5, status chance of 25%, whilst it deals 20 impact, 10 puncture, and 70 slash for a total of 100 damage. As for the charge mode, it has a critical chance of 10%, critical damage multiplier of 2, charge time of 0.75 seconds, status chance of 50%, punch through of 2.5 meters, whilst dealing 12.5 impact, 12.5 puncture, and 225 slash for a total of 250 damage. Now, that does conclude this where to farm video for the Twin Gremlins and the Miter. If you do need assistance with farming other weapons and items in Warframe, you can check out the where to farm video playlist via the cards on screen, or just check out the other content available on the channel. Regardless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.